What is happening, you guys, is Garrett Fankhauser here. Today we are going to be talking about TAM. This is a general business principle, applies to every single business out there. It also applies to many other types of things, not just businesses. For those of you guys who don't know who I am, my name is Garrett Fankhauser. I run an agency called FFL Funnels. We are an agency that focuses on helping FFLs, dealers, gunsmiths, things like that, scale to 6 figures a month online. So if you are an FFL dealer, you are in the right place. Cool. So let's get into TAM. When we talk about TAM, again, this is just a general business principle, but many people don't realize the importance of TAM, what it is, what it means, how it works, how it affects your business. So when we talk about TAM, what TAM actually means is total addressable market. Okay? Total addressable market. What that means is that is like literally the maximum amount of people that you have the option of converting into customers. Okay? So total addressable market, the maximum market that you are able to penetrate and convert over into clients, right? So if we look at this little diagram right here and we talk about, let me zoom in a little bit. This is you, right? Here's your little brick and mortar. Here is your home or whatever it is, wherever you sell, right? This first circle right here can be representative of many things, and it really depends on your business. There's not a specific reach that each business has, right? You can't just say every single business reaches 5 miles exactly. But for the most part, depending on where you're at, this is probably somewhere close to like 5 to 10 miles, okay? So what that means is that if you don't have like a strong website presence that's going to get you out further, or anything else that's going to help your business expand further than your local vicinity, you most likely have like a 5 mile radius of influence where people within that area, if they like search on their phones or word of mouth or whatever, right? You probably only have like a couple miles of that sphere of influence. Okay, so you have a very small TAM. If you think about that, this is 5 miles. Most of you guys probably live in a town that's a little bit bigger than 5 miles, right? As far as the actual radius of people in that town. So the goal then is to obviously increase your TAM by then expanding out a little bit further, right? So you can expand out to, let's say, some of the surrounding cities, right? So here's maybe 15 miles, right? 15-mile radius. Then you have maybe your county, right? So you have an even larger TAM at that point. And this is something that we all really need to focus on, is increasing our TAM, increasing our total addressable market, and so that we can access and convert more potential prospects into clients, right? As businesses get bigger and bigger, so does their TAM, right? They can then access larger portions of the market, right? They can then access, let's say this is your state. Let's try to even that out. Let's say that's your state, right? I'm in Arizona, so let's say that's the whole state of Arizona. Then let's say that you're able to increase your TAM even more by like proper SEO on your website, targeting larger cities that are in surrounding areas, so that you can then show up for even more opportunities, right? Let's say this is the, again, I'm in Arizona. Let's say that this is the desert Southwest, right? All the way from California, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, New Mexico, right? Whatever, something like that. As we continue to increase this TAM, there's obviously going to be more and more people, more and more clients available within that area, right? More money, more clients, more leads, more sales, more word of mouth referrals that come from it all. The whole goal is to increase your TAM exponentially as you go. And really the only way to do that is to break out of the barriers of having a limiting web presence, right? You guys, many of you guys are focused on like having your Facebook page and, maybe like a Gearfire, Ammo Ready, whatever website. That's cool if it works for you, if you're stuck in this small TAM. If you are looking to expand your TAM, you're going to run into some issues, right? Your Facebook page can only access so many people. Most people are either one, going to not see it, right? They're not going to find you. They're too far, right? They don't have the same shared friends that you have, whatever it is, right? They're not going to see it. Two, if they do, they might see it, they might even follow the page, and then the algorithm is probably going to show them other things, so they're not going to see that shit anyways. A lot of you guys are super concerned about having low reach on your business pages, and most of it is because the content that you're putting out is not engaging. And so with people not engaging in it, it's not getting shared to a wider audience. So you're literally getting 5 likes, 7 likes, whatever. This is totally addressable, but realistically, you want to focus on increasing your TAM more importantly than anything else. The best way to do that is to have a website that exponentially increases your TAM as your business grows so that you can reach a larger market. If you have SEO that is only relevant to your city because you only have this much of an about area, an about us section on your Gearfire website that you can put content in, you're literally going to be stuck. If I can get there. Oops, I messed up that circle. You're literally going to be stuck right here in this very first bubble, right? You're going to be stuck inside of this little bubble. Without being able to expand your TAM, you're not going to be able to expand your business. I mean, there's really no other way to do it. There's only a couple ways to expand your business. One, get more customers. Two, charge more money to those customers. Three, get more return customers. Okay? So many of you guys are really only focused on primarily number 3, right? Word of mouth referrals and things like that. Yeah, that does sort of apply to number 1, but it's not controllable, right? So if you guys are giving the best customer service in the world, trying to get people to come back, that's cool, but you're missing out on really the other 2 that are in there, right? You're focused on return customers. There's 2 other ones, right? And the big problem, though, is that you guys really can't charge that much more money for what you sell unless you find a very powerful way to make it unique, which is what I talk about with a lot of you guys going into niching and things like that. Other video, right? But I hope this concept makes sense in that you want to figure out a way to increase your total addressable market so that you can then reach more people, get sales from further out. You have a larger demographic. Like, let's say that the state next to you has a different hunting season, right? Maybe your state only allows archery for elk or whatever it is, right? But let's say the state next door allows AR patterns to be used to hunt elk, and it's a huge market, and you're stuck here. You're not going to be able to access that market out here if you don't address growing your TAM to reach those further areas. Okay. So I hope this kind of makes sense. Like I said, it's just a general business principle. If you guys are interested, you can literally type in total addressable market in Google, read much more about this. But I wanted to take this concept and apply it to you guys with your business in the FFL industry so that you can start thinking about, okay, cool. So right now, I really only have a 5-mile radius with my Google business profile and my website that has absolutely 0 SEO properties, right? How can I grow this? What can we do? What's step 1 that I can do, right? And so it should help you start thinking and addressing different ways to grow that TAM so that you can then access larger markets. And a lot of you guys are doing some of this stuff already, right? By doing gun broker and things like that. Super cool. Awesome. I love that you guys are doing that. The biggest problem with that is you guys are already sitting at a 7% margin, and then you're paying 3% for credit card processing, and then you're paying 5% for whatever, and it's there's no margin left in it. You guys are making $50 per gun, or less, right? Some of you guys are making $20, $15 per gun. I mean, that's less than $15 an hour, right? If you're selling 1 gun per day and you're making $15 on it, to me, it's not even worth your time to do that, right? So think about that as well. But when we talk about growing our addressable market, we want to make sure that we can do this in a way that's going to, one, be profitable, but two, that's going to be a sustainable system, right? You're not listing shit over and over and over on Gunbroker. It's going to be a sustainable system that's going to continue to bring new clientele to you on a regular basis. Cool. So that's the end of this video. I'm going to film a few more today. I'll catch you guys in the next one.